Mercury, the two-sided oven. Mercury looks harmless, small, gray, kinda like the moon's introverted cousin. But the moment you arrive, the planet pulls out a thermomix of creative ways to ruin your day. Let's say you land at sunrise. Daytime temperature, 430 degrees Celsius, hot enough to melt lead, destroy your suit, and steam cook you like a cosmic dumpling. You think night is safer? No. Night is basically cryogenic mode. Temperatures plunge to 180 degrees Celsius, way below the lower limit of NASA's best suits. The problem? Mercury has no real atmosphere, just a thin exosphere that can't hold heat. So, the planet is either instant incineration or instant popsicle. There is no middle setting. Your best shot is the Terminator line, the strip between day and night where temperature is kinda normal. Sounds safe, right? Yeah, until the line moves a few inches and suddenly you're medium rare. If temperature doesn't get you, radiation does. Mercury receives 7 times more solar radiation than Earth. It's like getting a sunburn from God's personal flashlight. And don't forget the terrain. Mercury is basically 57 million kilometers of ankle-breaking craters. The low gravity makes slowing down nearly impossible, so your landing ends with, "I didn't stick the landing, but the ground stuck me." Cause of death? Oven-baked, flash-frozen, irradiated, or crash-landed. Pick one. Next, Venus, the pressure cooker of pain. Welcome to Venus, the planet that looks like a peaceful yellow marshmallow from space. Cute. Except the marshmallow is filled with acid and rage. Descend through the clouds, and you'll quickly realize those fluffy yellow layers? Yeah, not clouds. Sulfuric acid. Enough to dissolve your lungs faster than your ex dissolved your self-esteem. Let's assume your suit filters it out. Cool. Now the visibility drops to foggy bathroom after a 2-hour shower levels. The atmosphere thickens, the air becomes soup. Your movement slows like you're wading through hot honey. Temperature, 450 degrees Celsius hotter than Mercury, despite being farther from the Sunday. Only 10% of sunlight reaches the surface, so everything looks like a dimly lit horror film. Gravity is similar to Earth, but that doesn't help because you're being crushed by 92 bars of pressure, the equivalent of being 900 meters underwater. Your suit will implode long before you get to complain about it. If the pressure doesn't crush your ribcage like a soda can, the acid rain will finish you. Cause of death: crushed, melted, dissolved, or all three. Next, Mars, the nice one that still kills you. Mars is the most habitable planet after Earth, which is like saying it's the least hostile character in a horror movie. Better, but you still shouldn't trust it. Daytime can reach 20 degrees Celsius, which feels almost Earth-like. Then nighttime hits, minus 130 degrees Celsius, cold enough to take your fingers as souvenirs. Its atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, extremely thin, and completely unbreathable. You wouldn't suffocate instantly, you'd first experience euphoria, fun, then unconsciousness, less fun, then death, predictable. Pressure is so low, your blood would start to boil. Not the dramatic Hollywood version, but tiny bubbles forming in soft tissues. Radiation? Mars gets 50 times Earth's normal dose. Just standing outside is like sunbathing in a microwave. Then come the dust storms. Not cute little whirlwinds, storms that engulf the entire planet and last for months, with winds reaching 100 kilometers per hour. The wind won't knock you over, but the sand will sandblast your visor until you're basically blind. Cause of death: low pressure, suffocation, freezing, or accidentally inhaling a sandblasted rock. Next, Jupiter, the planet you don't stand on because there is no on. You can't land on Jupiter because Jupiter isn't land. It's a giant ball of gas with disappointment inside. But let's pretend you tried. First problem, radiation. Even 300,000 kilometers away, radiation would punch through your suit like it's made of wet tissue paper. Assume you have a hypothetical megasuit that protects you. You start falling. Gravity, 2.4 times Earth's. Winds, 482 kilometers per hour. Temperature, minus 150 degrees Celsius in the ammonia clouds. Fall for about 150 kilometers, and you reach the deepest point humanity has ever explored. After that, it becomes a cosmic hellslide. The pressure skyrockets. The gas thickens into a supercritical fluid. Not quite gas, not quite liquid. Basically the universe's version of pudding. You're now swimming, falling inside a substance with the personality of hot glue. Go deeper. You hit metallic hydrogen, an exotic, conductive fluid dense enough to trap anything forever. You're stuck, crushed, cooked, and compressed into something resembling cosmic jam. Near the core, temperature hits 24,000 degrees Celsius, about 4.5 times hotter than the sun's surface. Cause of death: crushed, melted, vaporized, or forced to contemplate physics as you dissolve into hydrogen soup. Next, Saturn, the beautiful blender. Saturn looks calm, elegant, majestic, a floating piece of minimalist art. But that's just the packaging. First, you need to dodge 146 moons. Then, the ring system, trillions of ice shards and rock chunks traveling at orbital speed. One stray ice pebble hits you, and congratulations, you just got sniped by frozen space gravel. Approaching the atmosphere, you'll see glowing red and purple auroras, which are gorgeous little death warnings. Then the winds hit. Winds on Saturn reach 1,800 kilometers per hour, faster than a commercial bullet train strapped to rocket boosters. Try entering from the North Pole. There's a hexagonal storm big enough to eat 2 Earths, and it has existed for decades. That storm has seen civilizations rise and fall. Drop deeper. Temperature drops to minus 250 degrees Celsius, then rises again as pressure climbs. Eventually, the atmosphere becomes a liquid. You go from falling to drowning while being crushed. At the core, it's 11,700 degrees Celsius and 1,000 times Earth's pressure. Cause of death: violent winds, ring shrapnel, crushing pressure, or becoming a decorative bubble in Saturn's liquid layers. Next, Uranus, the quiet assassin. Uranus looks calm, peaceful, and kind of pretty. Don't trust it. This planet spins on its side like it just gave up trying. Seasons last 21 years each, and it holds the title of coldest planet in the solar system, colder even than Neptune. Outer atmosphere is minus 220 degrees Celsius. Clouds, toxic methane and hydrogen sulfide. Rings, dark, thin, and ready to ambush you. Fall inside. The cold hits first, freezing your suit rigid. Then you get pelted by ice pellets, literal frozen bullets. Dive deeper, and you hit the famous diamond rain zone, where carbon is compressed into diamonds that fall like hailstones. Sounds beautiful until a diamond the size of a grape punches a hole through your torso. Pressure here is 100 times Earth's, enough to crush submarines. Deeper still, the mantle is a slushy, superheated ocean that conducts electricity. Cause of death: frozen, poisoned, crushed, or turned into a diamond-skewered kebab. Next, Neptune, the supersonic shredder. Neptune is Uranus's evil twin, darker, angrier, and windier. This planet is 30 times farther from the sun than Earth, so sunlight, forget about it. Outer layer: freezing, dark. Winds that can reach 2,100 kilometers per hour, literally faster than the speed of sound. These winds won't just knock you over. They'll peel layers off your suit like someone skinning an onion. Descend further, and the temperature spikes dramatically due to internal heat. Neptune's core sits at 7,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the sun's surface, thanks to the extreme pressure. Then comes the diamond rain, same as Uranus but more intense. Imagine getting pelted by diamonds, traveling at Mach 2. The pressure deep inside the planet compresses materials into forms we don't fully understand. You wouldn't drown, suffocate, or freeze. You'd be crushed into microscopic relevance long before you reach the mantle. Cause of death: supersonic winds, crushing pressure, diamond artillery fire, or all of the above simultaneously. Earth, the only one that doesn't actively kill you. Every planet in our solar system tells a different story, but the ending is always the same. Whether you're boiled, frozen, crushed, dissolved, irradiated, shredded, or turned into cosmic jam, the message is clear. Earth is the only planet that doesn't actively try to murder you. So maybe treat it nicely.